All right. Welcome to 49ers Live tonight. Professor B here at the Satellite Digital Media Studios here in San Francisco. Welcome to another edition of 49ers Live tonight. Um, Hold on. We're having a little technical difficulties here. I think we got a little 5 second delay. Here we go. Let's straighten everything out here. Apologize for the second. All right. Testing. All right. So, welcome to this edition of 49ers Live tonight on Niners Radio 49. So we're here at the Satellite Digital Media Studios here in San Francisco. Testing, testing, one, two, three. Testing, testing, testing. So welcome to 49ers Live tonight. We're here at the Satellite Digital Media Studios here in San Francisco, and we're glad you guys enjoy another of the podcast of 49ers Live, Niners Radio 49. We're going to start it off with Kyle Shanahan's presser earlier in the day. We preview the 49ers taking on the Atlanta Falcons, the injury report, and the matchup for Week 7. And then after that, we'll go into the locker room from earlier in the day. It will be first will be Christian McCaffrey, then Kendrick Bourne, wide receiver, kicker Eddie Pinero, and then linebacker Tatum Bethune. And get you ready for the 49ers and the Atlanta Falcons. That's going to be a Sunday night game, Sunday night football, 5:20 kickoff. That will be on NBC, which will be preceded by Football Night in America and the 49ers pregame show live, pre and post game. That will be on NBC Sports Bay Area at 4 o'clock. And then after the game is concluded, post game live on NBC Sports Bay Area. So right now we're going to go. We're going to take this quick timeout, and when we come back, we will hear from Kyle Shanahan. We previewed the Niners and the injury update, Niners and the Falcons, and then in our final segment for tonight, we will have our Niners in the community segment, Out of Bounds Bay Area Bites. Patrick Willis Hall of Fame visit the Lansing Street Restaurant here in the city. So we got a pretty good show tonight. So don't go away. We'll take this quick time out. 49ers Live tonight right here at the Satellite Digital Media Studios. We'll be right back on Niners Radio 49.
What's up, guys? All right, injuries for today. We got Yetur knee, hamstring will be out. Ricky knee will be out. Sky Moore ankle will be out. Trent Williams vet day. Christian vet day. Jordan Watkins calf limited. Brock Purdy toe limited. Mac Jones knee oblique limited. Pooney knee limited. Kevin Givens pec limited. Juwan Jennings ankle rib shoulder limited. Renardo Green neck limited. CJ West thumb limited. George Kittle hamstring limited. Clea Davis hand limited. Michael Williams thumb. Oh wait, those guys are full. Go ahead.
Has Ricky's knee turned out to be more problematic than anticipated?
I mean, we hoped it would go faster, but it's thing that's normal and just taken. It's not going faster than expected, but he's better this week than last week, and hopefully it continues.
And as far as Fred Warner's surgery, did that go as expected? And then follow-up question. You said 3 months. People do the math and come up with, mid-January and think, is playoffs a possibility if the 49ers make the playoffs?
You distracted me now. What were the other two questions before that one?
How did the surgery go?
The surgery went good. Just talking to everyone, they said it went great. I just threw out there 3 months, but we haven't thought about that yet. I mean, we haven't just had surgery yesterday, so we'll see how that goes, but not thinking about that right now.
What kind of boost does George give you coming back and also in the running game especially?
I mean, just having another good blocker always helps. I thought the other tight ends have blocked well, though, and just having him back in the pass game I think is huge. Just having an explosive athlete out there who can run away from people, and but both, just having him on the field on every offensive play helps.
In the interior offensive line, how much was it your guys' struggle, and how much of it was Vita Vea just wrecking a lot of things?
I mean, I think it's a little both. Vita's a real good player, so he's going to have some of his. I thought there was a number that we could have done better on, but it wasn't as simple as one answer, a little bit of both.
What's been your assessment of Kendrick Bourne? He's obviously put up some big numbers, but then there's been some pre-snap stuff, some blocking questions. Overall, where do you assess his play? Has he gotten better since he got here?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, for someone just to hop in here week 2 and get thrown into a starting role by week 4, I think I'm appreciative that we've been able to have Bourne here. He's helped us out a lot. By no means is it perfect like anybody, but he's getting better each week at catching up with the offense and stuff like that, and I feel we've been fortunate to have him, though.
He was a rookie, like a lot of rookies. I mean, issues with being on time and everything. I mean, he's a 30-year-old man now. I mean, can you kind of discuss the ways in which he's matured?
Yeah, he's unbelievable now. I think he's like one of the more adults in the building, which I don't think I would have ever said that 6 years ago. But KB was late like his first few weeks, and then he corrected that before his rookie year ended. I mean, he got really consistent with being on time after he started out a little bit bad. But by the time KB left here, I thought he was extremely mature and come a long way in his 4 years, I believe he had with us. And then just now seeing him 4 or 5 years later, 6 years later, whatever it's been, he's full. He's a grown-up. Speaks like he went to Ivy League now. Got a very good, strong foundation in his faith, and love having him in the building. Always have. And it's just a good now, if not better.
How's Brock handled being out these 4 games and just having to?
No, Brock's more limited than Mac.
Question for George Kittle that was just asked by Cam about Brock Purdy. How's George Kittle kind of been handling having to be off the floor, off the field, I should say, but then also now that he's inching his way back in, what is he saying to you guys? Like, what's the vibe with him?
Today it's been good. Just had a good meeting, had a good walkthrough, and he's ready for practice today. So, I mean, I think same answer. I mean, when guys are out, I mean, George loves playing football and he works all year round for it. So when they're not able to do that, it's frustrating for them. Had a big hamstring pull, which there's a lot of different degrees of it. His was a big one. He's rehabbed so hard to get back, and I know he's excited to get back.
I was looking at Atlanta's numbers. They have 14 sacks, but it's from like 10 different guys. What do you see when you watch their defense?
I see a bunch of good guys. They're all very active. They're young. They play with an extremely good motor. Every one of them has the ability to rush the quarterback. I think their scheme and just how they coach them, their effort and everything is very good. They're playing the right way and they're talented.
Demarcus Robinson, is he a little rusty coming off the suspension?
Yeah, I think it's always hard for guys, especially him not being here before this year and then having a month where he had to be away. But D-Rob's catching up with that stuff, and he's helping us when his number's called.
How much can George impact the team as a leader?
I think George always can. George is one of our leaders here. I mean, all the guys who've been around for a while, George has been here since the beginning. Also one of our better players. So anytime you have guys like that, I do think they're always a big impact.
How has Trent handled playing next to Connor, who understandably was still trying to figure out a lot of things, and there's some added difficulty?
For Trent, just playing next to, I don't think so. I think that stuff's a little bit overrated. I mean, everyone moves in unison. I mean, the guys next to each other do it more often than not, but I feel it's all 5 guys moving together, and but I don't think it's affected Trent.
You went back and watched the film. What was your impression of the performance that Tatum Bethune had?
I thought Tatum did a real good job. I mean, he had a couple of mistakes, which were understandable, kind of what I think I was saying on Monday. But there was a lot of clips that, I was telling everyone when I get on the plane, I start watching the tape. It starts off a little depressing for me, just how the game went and thinking about it without Fred. And then I stopped and rewatched it a different way from a different light. And it was very inspiring watching how Tatum played. A bunch of our young guys, some good things on that tape. Got to clean up some mistakes that we made. But I liked how the film looked and how the guys played.
We have Dean continue to wear the green dot in communication, or would Tatum take that?
Tatum, yeah.
Fred Warner in his absence. Christian McCaffrey kind of shared some
To
thoughts.
Sorry, I didn't hear you.
Oh, Fred Warner.
Yeah.
Fred Warner in his absence. Christian McCaffrey kind of went on social media and shared, we go to war for our brothers. Just wondering if any inspiring speeches, conversations, or just any type of talk amongst the team itself, players itself, has happened since the loss of now both Nick Bosa and Fred Warner.
Oh, I'm sure guys do individually. I mean, we don't have a big kumbaya or anything over that and have everyone share an inspirational deal, but we address it when we talk about what we got to do to handle it. But you could ask those guys individually. I'm sure talking on the plane, those guys just talking in their locker room. I mean, everyone knows how special Fred is this team as a player and as a person. So I'm sure there's plenty of them.
With Sky Moore out, does Jordan Watkins do punt return today in practice?
That he's back, he'll get a shot at it. So we'll see how this week goes. We still know that Sky's got a chance to play. So, but that stuff we'll evaluate all week.
There's a lot involved with that Mike position. Curious, what makes Tatum a good candidate for that?
I mean, I think it has to start with how you play linebacker. I mean, can you run? Can you hit? Can you make tackles? Can you cover people? I thought he did that at a very high level in college, and he's done it very well since he's got here. This is why he made our team. Was a 7th-round choice or an undrafted free agent. I'm not sure which one. Can't remember. But we've liked him since the beginning. He's shown that ability. I think it's been good for him to be behind someone like Fred and just see how he does it. And Tatum, to me, is so made of the right stuff, and he's so handled this year and a half the right way that I think he's definitely more than ready for this opportunity.
An opportunity for Nick Martin to get things.
Yeah, definitely a huge opportunity for Nick to get on the field. Just losing the linebacker and should give him his up. I think he's been good. I mean, he works his butt off every day, still working to find a way to get up, and this is his opportunity to get up. So see how this week of practice goes, and we'll decide for Sunday, most likely on Saturday.
With a Mike linebacker, obviously you have to be trained. I mean, it's a very specific thing. Is it Tatum Bethune, Curtis Robinson? Kind of what is the pecking order there? Are there other guys that could reasonably?
I mean, it's similar to center. I mean, you have your pecking order, and Curtis would be able to do it. Probably as the 3rd guy right now. Fred, then Tatum, then him. But I mean, just like a center, you don't always have more than one center. Sometimes you don't have more than 2. I'm up on game day, so everybody's got to be able to go there if something happens. But who gets the most reps at it, and that would be the order of it.
Why was Isaac Rindo taken off of kick return? Was that a ball security concern?
A little bit of both. I mean, we just wanted to give B-Rob an opportunity. Nothing overly bad for Isaac to lose it or anything, but nothing overly good to keep it. So we wanted to give someone else a shot, see how it went, and something we'll keep evaluating.
Is there a coaching point on fielding punts with Sky Moore? You fielded a couple more inside the 5. Is that a yes or a no?
That's a no. Big no. So we're still working on that.
All right, guys.
Thanks,
Thank
guys.
you.
All right, that was Kyle Shan talking about the plan for the Niners taking on the Atlanta Falcons for Sunday Night Football. That will be on NBC Sports for Sunday night. Niners and Falcons on the Peacock. And we're going to take this quick timeout. When we come back, we're going to hear from... Coming up, we'll hear from Christian McCaffrey, Kendrick Bourne, Eddie Pinero, and Tatum Bethune. You're watching 49ers Live tonight on Niners Radio 49. We're going to take this quick timeout. We'll be right back. Welcome back to 49ers Live tonight. Professor B here at the Satellite Digital Media Studios in San Francisco. We are now going to go in our next segment on Niners Radio 49. We are going to have our next segment is we're going to have it will be the players from the locker room early today, video courtesy of 49ers.com, talk about the upcoming game, their preparation. So we're going to this segment will be sent out right now. It's Christian McCaffrey, Kendrick Bourne, and that's going to be coming up. So here we are. And hope you enjoy the video. It's watching 49ers Live, Niners Radio 49. This segment begins right now.
Christian, what would it be like to have George back on the field today?
It'd be great. I think his presence is felt in every aspect of the game, and his energy is so great. So it'll be great to have him back out there.
What's it like training with Bijan this offseason? Just watching the way his game is developing. What do you see?
It's amazing, man. I think when you see it in person, you realize why he is who he is. You can go on about how great of a player he is, but I think just watching what kind of man he is and the kind of character that he has is something that I respect so much about him. He's a great man of faith, great leader. Does it the right way, and I have the utmost respect for him.
Do you see some of your game and his game?
I hope so. That's a huge compliment. I watch him move, watch him make a lot of these plays, and it's inspiring. So he's definitely somebody that when you watch him play, any chance you get, you can try to emulate some of the stuff he does.
I think after Bosa got hurt, you were asked, does the offense need to step up and fill the void? And you said, well, it's not like we're not trying to always score as many points as we can. But how do you keep from not pressing to do that, making sure that everybody's staying on focus and doing that job?
Just taking it one play at a time. Each play has a life of its own, and respecting that play and doing whatever needs to be done in that play, and having a lot of mental resilience and mental stamina throughout an entire game.
Is there ever conversations amongst the offense like, hey, there's even more shoes to fill now with Fred and Bosa gone, and the defense is going to have a little harder time at this point?
No, those conversations are, that stuff goes without saying. When you lose guys like that, it's, stepping up is, you got to step up. I don't think that means change anything. It just means be on your P's and Q's as much as humanly possible. But that's every day. So, it's obviously a huge blow losing those guys, but hopefully we can emulate their leadership, emulate the standard in which they play. And, I think I'm excited about these young guys coming up because, they have one of the best leaders in the world in Fred. And so they've been watching him do it, and to see them and watch them get an opportunity to do that would be exciting.
Christian, on Sunday you had a run to the right side where I think you just got clipped at the cleats and you slammed the ball to the ground. It looked like it could have been 70-yard touchdown or something. I guess obviously that's frustrating, but I'm sure that's not the only type of moment like that this year. Does it give you stuff like that? Give you optimism that as you say you're close? The running game is close.
Yeah, I just got to make it happen.
Can you quantify just what it was like seeing George back in a walkthrough earlier and how much uplifting it is?
That's awesome, man. As I alluded to earlier, he's not just so great as a player, but his energy, his leadership on the field means a whole lot to this team. So we can't wait to come back.
When you've practiced against Tatum Bethune and D. Winters, what have you seen from them?
They run and hit. They have a high standard. They play the right way, and like I said, they've been watching the best do it. So I can't wait to see them.
Are you targeting like 142 at this point? What's up with the number?
Man, I don't know. God's doing something, man. He's working through me, but just working, being prepared. Good things happen, when you prepare. Shout out to the guys. It's not only me. It's a collective group thing, and I'm just trying to help the team, man. And it's kind of just been happening.
Going through these wins, they've all been pretty close.
Yeah.
Just wondering, now that the defense has taken such a hit with both Nick Bosa and Fred Warner out, amongst the offense, is there any extra added pressure to put more points on the board to solidify more wins this season and not kind of rely on the defense to kind of win at the end?
Yeah, it's a good question. As offense, we want to, offensive minds, like having an offensive-minded coach, we want to lead the team. Like, we're always competing with the defense in a good way, like we want to be the leaders of the team. And once you're competing like that, you're going to play good as a collective group. So, yeah, we want to put up points. We want to do the right things. And, it's more pressure now. Like, it always is. But now we got to, keep carrying our workload and doing what we need to do to just help the team win.
Well, speaking of that, you and Mac Jones seemingly have quite the synergy out there on the field. So between you guys, have there been any extra conversation of like things that we doing this well, we need to do this a little bit better?
Yeah, me and Mac, we always meet, things like that. He tells me all the time, we texting, talking to each other, watching film and stuff like that. It's important. He knows where I'm going to be. I know where he wants me to be, things like that. So just keep growing, while we're in this position right now. And it's showing. So all the little things, they add up.
KP, this team, you, Mac, Tonjes, the defensive line have already had to step up. Guys that maybe didn't think they were going to be in the position they were going to be in have done that. With Fred now going out, what do you expect from Tatum? And what does it say about your team that you guys have been ready?
Yeah, Tatum, it's a big shoes to fill, but it's the opportunity, man. Just you think about injuries, you think about how people get created, how people get their chance, and it's usually how it goes in the league. Fred playing at a high level, so many starting snaps, a lot of film on him, so he can watch a lot of things that he can learn from, and he's been around them, so that's going to be huge. But everybody else, just the same thing, taking advantage of the op. Like, you never know when it's going to present itself, and the question is, are you ready? So it'll show itself. It'll show on film. It'll show how you moving, how fast you reacting, and things like that. So I'm excited for him, though. It's going to be good for him. It usually happens to the ones that are ready.
How much more comfortable do you feel in this offense now than when you first came back?
Yeah. In the beginning, it was tough. But just getting comfortable. I know the movements. I know, my body knows how to move within the offense. So new terms. I didn't know Clay Kubiak before I got here. So learning Clay, how he operates and things too, was dope to learn. We've built a good relationship so far, and it's been fun. So new terminology, new words. But the body movements were pretty similar to my body transition.
Were you being asked to block this much when you were in New England? I know.
That's a great question. Yeah, so actually not. So I want to block better too, man. There's so many clips on the film, everybody look at the 142 like this. No, I'm just kidding. But it's bigger stuff than that too. I want to block better. There's plays to be made. There's more stuff out there that I can do better to spring CMC and things like that. So I'll be just looking at those ones okay, how can I apply that better? But definitely didn't block as much in New England as I do here. It's a better system though with the run game. It's a different system. So I gotta apply.
By missing kicks. That's how you build it up. By missing game winners and missing important kicks and just creating a foundation. And, at the end of the day, we're not going to be perfect. And I'm enjoying the ride right now. So let's see where everybody's at when I'm not doing well. So let's see.
What's different about this team than other teams you play?
Yeah, that my teammates here are amazing, and like I said, there's so many block kicks going around in the NFL right now, and these guys are just really working their butt off, to help me succeed. And the organization's been amazing, and just the support here has been awesome. And it really helps having a good snapper and a good holder here. So
when it comes to something like the 59-yarder up there high, does this need to visualize ahead of time a little bit, or is it just something?
Absolutely, yeah. Just having confidence, and knowing that you can make the kick, and knowing. There's 2 minutes left. If you don't make this kick, you're going to give the other team good field position. And these are things going through my head as well.
If it's not, it doesn't have the same. If it's a little bit more of a line drive as opposed to.
I don't think I hit any low kicks. I think I hit a pretty decent. I think I have pretty decent height for sure.
You flash back to the 10 years ago or so when you were doing the 5 a.m. workouts with me. I mean, do you ever think back to how far you
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, my dad was a professional soccer player. My goal was to be better than him, and that never happens. But thank God this worked out for me, and I'm able to support my family doing it.
You're missing. Is it just internal conversations you have with yourself after, or is there somebody else you lean on, or how does that actually kind of come?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's yourself. I mean, you gotta just be positive, and it's kind of just like tennis, you know. Like we're kind of in our own little world in our head, and you know, we're away from everybody, and yeah.
So there was nobody that you like leaned on that you called after missing kicks or anything? Or?
Well, my dad. Oh, you're asking who I lean on? Absolutely, my dad. Absolutely. I mean, my dad, like I said, he was a professional soccer player. He's missed penalty kicks. He's made penalty kicks, and he's helped his team win. He's been the reason why they've lost, and my dad's just really helped me through this whole process.
Does he still help you?
Absolutely. Yeah, we talk every single day. I mean, I bought him a house 2 houses down from mine, so I got to keep him close. That's the only guy I have left in this world. So.
What does he tell you? What kind of stuff will you?
Yeah, just motivational stuff, like how far we've come, and not to forget where we came from, and things like that. Sometimes you get caught up into it and you just forget where you came from sometimes. So it just keeps me humble, keeps me on my feet, and just reminds me, you got to keep working every single day. And you're up one day and you're down another day. So you're not as good as you say you are, and you're not as bad as they say you are. So.
Is he still
That's
working?
what he's always told me.
Is he still working?
No, he's retired. My dad will never work a day in his life again.
Why is that?
Yeah, because he's done everything for me. He's been there for me. He's worked his whole life to give us the best life. So now it's time that I give him the best life.
So you're retired?
Yeah, absolutely. Retired him 2 years ago.
Like construction?
Construction, yeah. After playing soccer, he didn't have the best money management, and now he's got me. So we're good.
They're calling you Dinero Pinheiro, and now that you mentioned that you retired your father, that's something everyone works towards when they set out to accomplish a goal. If you could kind of reflect for a second on how much that meant to you to do that, and how much it means to you to now be 2 doors down, knowing that he's chilling at home.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it means everything to me. That's the goal. That's why I started playing football. That's why I quit soccer. Even though I love soccer, I was the love of my sport, of my life, But I knew that doing this, I can give my parents a better opportunity, to own a home one day, have a car, have a house, and have everything that they should, of what they deserve.
When did that happen? You retired?
Like 2 years ago, when I finally felt like I had enough to pay everything off, and yeah.
What was their reaction?
I mean, they were super happy, of course. They deserve the world, and this is why I do it. I do it for them, and if it's up to me, I'll live under a bridge. I'm okay. As long as they're living good, that's all that matters.
And nice to have him at the game on Sunday.
Yeah, it was really good. It was really good. And I haven't seen my parents in almost a month. Seeing my mom was super special to me, and being able to hug her, and it's just the little things. It's that sometimes we take for granted. I can't see them. They're in Miami, and just being able to hug her and hug my dad and just feel them there, just felt really good. So.
Have you been able to see you at games before?
Yeah, usually, yeah. But my dad ended up, unfortunately, he had a heart attack a couple months ago, so he hasn't been able to fly. So, yeah, he hasn't been able to come over here, but hopefully the doctor clears him soon, so I can see them. That'd be great.
What did your mom do?
My mom's a stay-home mom.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do a couple more, Freddie.
How do you like the nickname Dinero Pinheiro, being that people are basically saying you're a certified football?
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind it if it gets the fans going and it makes them happy. At the end of the day, we're here to entertain and we're here to win and make them proud. So if that makes them happy, that's all that matters.
Eddie, today is the last day of Hispanic Heritage Month. What is your message to all the Hispanic fans of the 49ers and the NFL in general?
Yeah, just keep fighting if I can do it. Everybody knows that I'm from Nicaragua and Cuban, and just being Hispanic in general. If I have a shot to do it, they can too. And just I've embraced the whole Hispanic community here and love them very much.
Were they in your minds a little bit more in Tampa, knowing that they were there?
Absolutely. Oh, you're talking about my family?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, I wanted to do really good in front of my mom and dad. I feel like sometimes I'm still a little kid. I want to perform good in front of my mom and dad. I want them to be proud of me, So having them there, I felt a little extra pressure because I'm like, no, I need to do well. Like they haven't seen me in over a month. I want to do good for my mom. I want to do good for my dad, and yeah, it felt good to have a good performance even though we lost. But yeah.
How did you think it went the other day?
I feel like as a defense, we could have done better, like communication-wise, and all just being on the same page. But as far as just playing relentless and keeping the standard, I feel like we always running ahead. We just got to be on the same page on those big plays that we gave up. And
There's so much of a people in locker room describe this as a gut punch with Fred going out. For you have to go in there and fill in for him.
Yeah.
So what was your mindset going in?
Yeah, you know, Fred, he's the leader of the team, not just the defense, you know. So when he goes down, that's a huge blow to every single one of us. And we are professionals, and we got to prepare like we're the starters. So I'm just being able to go in and just make sure there's no drop-off when Fred comes off the field. That's my goal right now. And I'm not trying to be like Fred. I'm just make sure I'm Tatum with them, and that's what I'm going to do moving forward.
Tatum, everybody talks about what type of leader Fred is. What sort of a teacher has he been for you?
Fred's been everything to me. A teacher, just a brother, just a friend too. You know, everything, the way he carries himself on and off the field. I just learned a lot from Fred. And I'm rooting for him. He's in good spirits right now, but you know, our goal is to go out there and make him proud on the field and show him that the legacy and the standard that he set for this San Francisco 49ers defense is going to be up there.
Is there something specific that you've taken from him?
Just being poised and confidence in everything you do. That's what you want from a mighty linebacker, and that's what I'm going to do. I've always been confident. It's just more of a thing of just getting reps and understanding what teams are trying to do and offenses trying to do. So, yeah, I'm getting the hang of that, and it's going to be fun. It's a great challenge for me and Leeds. We're both young. And we obviously ain't see a lot of football in the NFL, but we love to play football. We run and hit, and we're going to have fun.
'49ers Live will continue in just a moment. And we're back. We continue on 49ers Live tonight on Niners Radio 49. I love that segment of the players in the locker room. Christian McCaffrey, Kendrick Bourne, Eddie Pinero, Tatum Bethune. As we continue, and we're going to have our final segment on Niners Radio 49. This was from earlier. We did this. This was from Bay Area Bites. This is a tour. They're going on a little bit of a tour. They were at the Delancey Street Hotel, down the Delancey Street restaurant here in the city, down in the south of Market. That was right near, right off in the Embarcadero, right just about a block and a half, about half a block from Oracle Park. As we're going to show you that segment in our final segment. It had Hall of Fame Niner legend linebacker Patrick Willis. Hope you enjoyed this segment, and which begins right now.
Patrick Willis here. I'm at one of San Francisco's local gyms, the Delancey Street Restaurant, where we're teaming up with both Pepsi and the 49ers to celebrate local eats in the heart of our communities. But Delancey Street is more than a restaurant. Every meal helps people rebuild their lives. It's an amazing story about teamwork, discipline, and second chances. Let's go inside and find out more.
Oh, Patrick, so nice to meet you. May I hug you? Hi, I'm Mimi Halper-Silbert. I'm the CEO of the Delancey Street Foundation. We started in 1971 as an alternative to prison, where there really weren't such things. And the exciting thing is we're actually a school, so they get those vocational degrees and we teach education. They have to come together and totally rely on each other as they learn things.
Sound like a team.
And really a team.
Is it possible that we can meet some of your lovely residents?
Fabulous. What do you like to eat?
I love seafood. I'm a big seafood person.
But I think the easiest thing for us is the salmon. Is that
You know what?
okay?
I'm down for salmon. I like salmon.
Great.
Yes.
Most of the menu comes from me, which I just cook for my family.
Here we are.
Oh, thank
Wow,
you.
that looks
and
amazing.
Thank you. We make this great ginger sauce,
I can
and
try
we
some?
pour it over this.
Okay.
Fabulous. Let's go.
Let's do it. They're
And
phenomenal.
I'm so thrilled that you're here. We're so grateful to everybody for doing this.
I am happy to be here with
Thank
the lady
you.
who started it all.
You know, we started with 4 people, and we now have 7 facilities. So we're not
7?
only in San Francisco, we're in LA, New York.
I tell you, this salmon has been like absolutely amazing. Everything has been, and I must
You
say,
were part of cooking it.
thank you so much for everything that you have done and will do. And on behalf of Pepsi and the 49ers, we would love to invite you to a 49ers game this season.
Wow.
Yeah, you be down for that?
That would be great.
Thanks to Mimi for all she does. And thanks to Pepsi for shining a light on a local restaurant that really makes a difference in the community. Stay tuned as the 49ers and Pepsi team up to uncover more local gems, one delicious stop at a time. Let's go.
Come down to Delancey Street Wednesday, October 15th to meet me, Patrick Willis, and try some of this incredible food for free on Pepsi and the 49ers.
Here we go. So we continue on Niners Radio 49. That was a great segment. Of course, they were down there. Actually, they were down there today. I'm going to put together the full video. I did the interview with Mimi Silbert, who is the head of the Delancey Street in the city. They're down on 600 Embarcadero. If you got that chance to go down to Delancey Street restaurant, you got to check out their food. I tried out some of the food, couple burgers. I took the bread off the burgers, and I ate a lot of salad. Had some fries on the side. So, check them out. And they had some free Pepsi. It was a free lunch event today. They'll be doing this again somewhere in the city on their Eat a Bites tour. So, check them out. Delancey Street. on 600 in Barcadero. It's right near about half block from Oracle Park in the city of San Francisco. So we will. Just a reminder coming up. We got some big events coming up. And also, this is gonna also coming up. Just a reminder coming and as just a reminder coming up. Just a reminder coming up will be as Mike Tirico and Chris Collinsworth with the call, and Melissa Stark will be handling the sideline reporting duties. And you could also catch the game on the Niners flagship KNBR 680 and 104.5 FM and 107.7 FM, known as The Bone. So we are going to get ready to wrap it up for tonight. And we'd like to wish all of you for watching this edition. We'll be back tomorrow for another edition of 49ers Live Tonight. We'll be back there tomorrow. We will have another edition. We'll have the coaches segment, and we're going to try to we'll have the coaches segment tomorrow, and so we'll have the coaches segment tomorrow, and then we'll after the coaches segment, and we'll also have check out the behind the enemy line segment with we preview the 49ers and the Atlanta Falcons for Sunday Night Football. And we'd like to thank all of you for watching tonight. And as always, please check in at us anytime on youtube.com/49ers at 49ers Radio 49. And please click the subscribe button. Our mission, we're trying to get 1,000 subscribers, trying to continue to build this podcast to be one of the best podcasts. So anyway, wish for all you, thank you, enjoy your night, everybody. Hope you enjoyed this podcast wherever you are. You can always, in case you missed it, you can always watch the replay of this. And I will be putting up that video. In our next podcast, we will have Shoe Shine Man, Elijah One on our next show. Shoe Shine Man, along with Elijah One, recap last Sunday's disappointing loss to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And then we'll also share you that interview I did with Mimi Silbert and the Eat a Bites thing. We were out there. They had a very nice lunch, and we wish Mimi Silbert and the rest of that staff very well that we catch with them. And I'm going to go back and have a lunch someday. Thank you very much. Professor B getting ready to sign off for tonight. And so long. Thank you for watching 49ers Live tonight on Niners Radio 49. 49ers Live tonight on Niners Radio 49, exclusive presentation of the Satellite Digital Media News Network, where every team has a fan and every fan has a voice. The network home of champions. 49ers football, faithful to the Bay. Enjoy yourself and be safe and enjoy. Good night, everybody. Take care.